I used a Panasonic digital camera to film all of my clips. To plan my short film, I first needed an issue to explore. Short films are more about an issue at a certain moment in time than a storyline that has defined beginning, middle and end. I wrote a mind map exploring all the different issues that I was interested in. I used the process of elimination to decide on the topic. For example, it would be hard to cast for a short film about anorexia because I don't know anybody with that illness. I decided to raise awareness about schizophrenia in teens because some research that I conducted showed that teens in East Anglia don't know much about mental health disorders. I next needed to create some characters. Short films generally only have a few characters. My short film, Off Your Rocker, has only 2 characters, Erica and Juliet. However, Juliet is only in Erica's imagination, as she is a hallucination, and a character from William Shakespeare's play, Romeo and Juliet. Juliet is dressed in modern clothing to keep the audience guessing if she is real or not. The short film switches from Erica's point of view to our own. I then drafted out the plot and the first draft of the storyboard. Schizophrenia is a mental health illness where the sufferer has hallucinations and can hear voices too. Erica suffers from paranoid schizophrenia. To achieve the effect of hallucinations, I would have to show this in contrast with reality. I did this by using visual and sound cues, as well as jump cuts and point of view shots. Storyboarding took much longer than I thought because of the different shots and timings I wanted to use. I ended up with 3 versions because many of the original scenes were cut for either being too long or not relevant. When it came to shooting, many scenes had to be shot more than once to make sure that they were right. Some of the same scenes were even shot on different days to make sure that all the elements like lighting, weather and costume were all the same. Lighting is another example of how I have distinguished between hallucinations and reality. Near the end, the weather is dark and bluish when Erica is with Juliet. When Erica next opens her eyes in the shot, the sun is shining on her face. This shows the contrast between what's real and what's not. The weather was good and considerably consistent, even though the short film was shot through August to November. I had started researching music very early on because I wanted to use my own individual soundtrack. One of my friends is a talented musician and recorded a surreal guitar piece called Logan's Dream. It worked well in the dreamy parts. I also used a piece written by composer James Newton Howard. I had to write to the record company for permission to use the track. Voiceovers played a big part in the short film. I used them to be the voices Erica hears, used in conjunction with creepy whooshing sound effects to add a thriller element. I got these from a copyright music CD I borrowed from the public library. I used Windows Movie Maker to edit my short film. This process took the longest because all the clips had to be the right length and have the soundtrack match up perfectly. I didn't need any flashy effects that the newer software could offer. This is also the stage where I could see if anything important was missing from the short film. Editing was an ongoing process from the first clips. I did it this way so I didn't run out of time. Like most productions, my short film was shot out of sequence. All through this process I conducted research and gathered the feedback, so I was constantly improving my production. I am now happy with my short film and am confident that others will enjoy and understand it.